Hello friends. Yeah, I'll probably try to start making videos in my room, which is now where my altar is, and maybe make it look fancy. No, not really. Hopefully this is only 5 minutes. I know I always say that, but anyway. My voice is doing a thing. It's the door of... that's opportunity knocking. Anyway, so what I'm trying to do is make my website not stagnant. It's been like that for a long time. Basically all it is an Ormus store, which is fine, and plenty of people visit it and seem to appreciate what I have to say on there. When I was writing the introductions, the very beginning page, it was almost like I was channeling something. It was like a week, maybe 2 weeks or whatever, that I was putting things on my website, and it was sort of like, it was just coming out, you know. And so I read it recently, and I actually wasn't unimpressed. Which is to say, I was impressed. But what I'm just trying to do now, to get it going again, like to get things flowing, the energy must flow, is to start writing a blog again. I've been writing a journal since I was 15 years old. I don't really keep it much anymore because I do videos, and I feel like that's a catalog of my life, and honestly I can talk about things without thinking about them much more quickly and efficiently and passionately and genuinely than writing them down in words. But I have an interesting style of writing, and it's a little more witty and sarcastic, I think, than my regular persona. So I actually wrote it down for you this time. See? That's how it's spelled. And it's nothing special. Where is it? /blog. Okay, so you just go there and see what I've been up to. What I'm doing, actually, and I think this is going to turn out quite well. People write me and ask me questions. Of course, the more personal stuff, I'm not just gonna like post online, and I'm actually not posting anybody's emails, just like, you know, disclosing, although I doubt if I asked anybody would really care. And I will inform people if I'm going to, you know, quote them or whatever, and if they say no, I don't want that, then of course I'll respect their wishes and take it down. But what I'm thinking, and what I just did actually, almost twice now? No, just once. A person, no, maybe it was twice. Yeah. A person asked some really interesting questions, and I came up with some really interesting answers. No, not really. But I just thought my answers were good, at least, you know, they were informative to a certain extent, and so I just decided, you know, like, I have this feeling every time I got this until like just this morning, when I decided to do this. I have this feeling every time I'm answering an email, I should be putting this in a book somewhere, you know, because I can't answer an email just like, oh, well, try this and this and this. I go in depth, you know. It's like my emails end up being so much longer usually than the questions, and I end up covering a lot of topics, and that's just how I operate. Like, I have to cover most bases, you know. So I always have the feeling I should be putting this in a book somewhere. Well, now I'm going to put it on my blog, and so it will probably typically be just my responses to these questions, and of course they'll be tagged and everything, and you'll be able to sort through them and whatnot. And of course they're pinned by date. But yeah, so I think it'll start to be more of a resource there, or at least whatever resources are inside of me. If I'm not making a video about it and doing whatever, then at least I can put it in blog form. And that will solve a lot of my procrastination problems, because it will literally take me all morning to answer 2 emails, you know, sometimes, and that's a lot. Like, it takes a lot out of me. Like, it's not like, oh, it's this big burden or anything. I like doing it, but at the same time, it's like, oh my God, this is taking a long time. I wish I was, don't get me wrong here, but I wish I was getting something more out of it, you know what I mean? And so this is my attempt to do so. I'm getting more out of it by making these responses available to more people. Yes, not a completely selfish thing. So the one that I just posted is on sigil magic. Somebody had some spirit brother had questions about sigil magic, and I might post the first email that he did second, because I just decided to post my response to the second email he sent first. And yeah, I think we'll see how it goes. And then as regards what I've been up to lately, I have been doing a lot of Qigong. When I was in Chicago, my soul sister had this DVD, and I posted a blog about this too. I just recently decided to do more blogging, and it was called Jade Woman Qigong. You may have heard of it. I forget the name of the teacher who displays it, who shows it, but it was a really, really compelling form, and I wasn't doing it with her at first, but then I was just like, this is really good. Like, I like this. It wasn't like this, focused like martial arts masculine type, Qigong or whatever, and all these strange movements and things that are like impossible to emulate. It was really simple and flowing, and it was concentrating on the flow of energy through the body as opposed to storing it up, which is a very masculine thing or whatever. And it's of course beneficial for men too, but it was just really compelling. So I copied it, the DVD. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, I know. And I've been playing it at home and doing that a lot. And then it compelled me to buy some more books on different Qigong methods, which I'm totally into right now, and I'm going to post more info about those and give my recommendations and plugs. And I absolutely recommend that you look up the book Jade Woman Qigong. It's specifically geared towards women and Taoist Qigong art forms. But I was looking at the book, which I don't have yet. I was looking at it, my sister has it, and there's so much stuff in there. It's practically a manual on Neigong, I mean, they're so interconnected, and Taoism and all these amazing things. It's really good. So I've got that in the mail. I bought it. It's coming to me. I'm going to review it later, and I also suggest that you get the DVD and practice the forms. It's not that long. There's maybe like 7 forms, I think, altogether, 7 movements, but some of them you do for a very long time and repeat on different sides, and really good stuff. I just feel great afterwards. So okay, that's what I've been up to. Blog. I am so low tech. Okay, thank you guys. We'll see you later.